There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hello.
Are we, are we on?
So
Are we
we just
on?
got to give
What it do? What
people
it
time
do?
to get into the room now. So that's why I say we'll start off with
Okay.
Did It
Hey.
Talk.
Okay, we are
Are we
live,
gonna talk about
y'all.
Diddy
Peace,
right now?
peace,
I
peace,
love
gang.
Diddy. I love all this Diddy news.
We know you love Diddy, bro.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah, yeah.
yo,
That's his
I love all the
hero.
Diddy news. I did not know Cassie is 7 months pregnant though. Did you know she's 7 months pregnant,
For
cuz?
sure.
She pregnant as a
She
mug.
just had her
Yes,
baby
they
Yo,
talked
yesterday
so
or
about
I
that.
Because she
today.
I was
walked.
on she
Oh,
she
did she
had
have the
she
baby?
had the baby?
I didn't hear
Yep.
that.
I saw it on the
That's news
shade
to me.
room.
Annie.
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh,
I
Congrats
okay.
to
didn't know. I thought
her.
she was like I thought they said she was like 7 or 8 months pregnant when she went in or something like that. But like I
She
watched it on
definitely was very
Hulu.
pregnant.
I
Very
watched like
pregnant.
a reenactment. I watched the reenactment and it was like she walked the chick who played her walked in all big. I was like, oh shit, she pregnant as hell. Apparently, this is her third baby with the new husband, right?
Yep,
Yep.
that's
So wait,
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
having a boy, I niggas believe. making sketches out of courtroom
correct.
Anybody
A
know?
cases?
few people hopping
Anybody
in
Yep.
on
know?
YouTube. All right,
Yeah.
so it
No,
seems
not
like
sketches,
we're
bro.
a little
Yeah,
delayed.
they're reenacting the whole thing. They reenacted the whole thing based off of the transcript. So they have actors acting out every single word. It's crazy on Hulu. Check it out on Hulu, bro.
Yeah.
Got
All right.
you.
So TJ,
Like
you
if you want
leading
to watch the
this.
trial, they got a fake Puffy and everything.
Okay. Sorry, Flash. Say what you saying, Flash, so I can hear you because I could tell that TikTok is taking some time to hop on.
I mean, but we live on YouTube.
Um,
We're a little delayed.
I mean, y'all gonna
okay,
see
yeah,
it
there's
Yeah.
nothing on
on.
TikTok at the moment. But hey, Trudy, welcome into the room, Trudy. You
Gang,
guys can go
gang, what
ahead
it
and
do, what it
see
do.
who you guys see and on YouTube. But welcome, 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 everybody, to the Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast.
Let's
This
go.
is our
Let's
first
go.
live
Let's
in a
go.
very long time, and we are here with our special guest, Coach Annie. So everybody,
Facts.
just give a
Hey.
warm
Yo,
welcome
come
to
on,
Coach
sound
Annie.
man.
She got
There
the
we go,
sauce.
sound man.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, Coach Annie, it was a guest for our most recent episode called Life Be Lifing with Coach Annie. So, Coach Annie, I'll just have you just do a quick little intro to the people that are on right now, and then I'll just have you do an
Not
intro
little.
as we go along.
Tell her.
Okay. Hey, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here vibing out with you guys on this fabulous Wednesday evening. Grateful for life, grateful for the energy, and grateful for our time that we sharing together. I'm Coach Annie.
Mhm.
For those who do not know, I
Mhm.
am a certified life coach and I help people turn their visions into reality. More than just a life coach, I consider myself a strategist and an example of what's possible, even when the odds are against yourself. So I love the work that I do in the mental health space, supporting people with life visioning and helping with them achieving goals and the visions for their life, and supporting people with barriers that may be in the way of them getting from A to B. So, hello to everyone. Good evening. And I'm looking forward to this evening.
Welcome, Annie.
Okay, yeah, let them know where they can find you if
Yeah.
they're interested as well.
Welcome, Coach Annie.
You can find me at atlasannie.com or info at
Nice.
atlasannie.com if you want to shoot me an email. Also on Instagram at AnnieUp7.
And Annie. So wait,
Okay. All right, and
what
Mm-hmm.
kind
today we
of?
are giving away. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask Annie. I said, Annie, what kind of problems you would help me with? Like if I come to you know, your whole setup.
Mm.
Well, if there is something specifically that you were trying to accomplish and something that you've repeatedly have said that you're trying to do, and maybe it's just something repetitive and you just can't accomplish that thing on your own. It could be some deep-seated things like limiting belief systems or certain programming or just your subconscious mind needing to be just renewed, and you want a partnership. That's what I can help you with. So
Okay.
something that you have a hard time accomplishing on your own is what I could support you with as a life coach.
Okay.
Anything you
Okay.
want to
Thank you, Annie.
share, Flash? Anything you want to let us know you're working on that you
I
want
gotta
help
I
with?
gotta speak to Annie offline about all my problems. I'm not gonna air all mine right now.
Facts,
Gang
facts,
shit.
facts, facts.
Got you, got you.
So Annie, basically, you help people show up every day, like things that they say they want to do. You make sure that they do what they say. That's what I'm taking.
Right. Some
Okay.
exactly. Some people will just move. You're moving, 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 but you're not going anywhere. And it's just like they may have things that they want to do in life. Like I've always dreamed of moving to California, or I'm tired of working this government job, but you're stuck in this loop. And so, as a life coach, we strategize and support you with any life goals that can be transformative for you as the transformation life coach. And that's exactly how I can support.
So,
Nice.
Okay.
So
Annie,
let me
real
ask this,
quick
Annie. Let me
question.
ask this.
Oh, God.
Can you do something small? For example, work with someone who has a smaller need. Let's say the person feels like, okay, I'm gonna use an example of clutter, for example. They feel like they're
Hmm.
living in clutter and they keep, procrastinating with that. Could you assist them with that, like organizing themselves? Because obviously that's part of their life, right? So if they're cluttered in that,
Exactly.
it could affect their life. So something
Exactly.
is smaller on that scale. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it could be small, it could be large. And what could be considered small, it may seem like a clutter issue is a small thing, but if it's affecting your life long term, it's preventing you from reaching other goals that you may want to do. Like, for example, like you may not want somebody to come over and see certain things in your house because you have a procrastination issue. And usually things like that is deep seated. I, for example, have procrastination issues, and I didn't know the deep seated things like ADHD or just having a neurodivergent mind.
I can't hear nothing she's saying.
Wait,
Can
wait,
y'all
wait,
hear?
I
Annie.
don't know what she's
Okay.
saying either. She's
Wait,
like
Annie.
I can
really
hear a little
choppy.
bit.
I don't know if
Wait,
she
it's
knows.
breaking up a little bit, Annie. Can you say it again, Annie?
Okay, I don't know. Yeah, I heard the sound. Can you hear me now?
Nah, it's still broken up on mine.
It's still
Nah.
breaking. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still
it's
breaking up
still
a little
breaking.
bit.
Okay.
It was
So
it
Flash,
was sounding good.
just TikTok.
What?
But I
Yeah,
guess
hop back in and see if it changes, Andy.
yeah, I'm here. It's not. It's nothing.
No, I'm saying Annie to hop back in, like hop out and hop back in.
Oh, for Annie. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well,
Yeah. All right. So wait, you all want to go to the slides?
yeah. Let's just start off with some Diddy stuff, I
Wait.
guess.
Before we go to the slides, we look so good on the internet. I'm not sure if y'all can see us as we seeing us as I see us right now. We look so good on
Now,
the
now.
internet. I miss
Yo,
being on the
check
internet with
out,
y'all.
Hey, can you hear
We
me
look so
now?
Facts,
good. I
Yep.
like it.
Yep.
check
You're
out our
good.
new
Yes,
setup.
we
Check out our new
can.
setup, guys. Yes, is
I like
what
it.
it do. What it do.
Yeah, make me
Hey
a
there.
little
All
Sorry
right,
about
we
bit
can hear
bigger,
that.
you
Flash.
now,
Make me a little bit
Annie.
bigger, Flash.
Word, Flash.
Oh gosh, we are so all over the place right now. All
Stop making
right,
a
and
magic
TikTok
figure,
is
action
not
figure.
up.
You said TikTok is not.
So yeah, I think we're kind of we're not up on TikTok yet. So
It says we are live on TikTok, man.
Make him over here
nope.
look like an action figure. Come on, bro.
Um, Shake, do you see TikTok or no?
No. It says
Oh
we
yeah, we on
reconnecting.
TikTok.
All right.
I was just on TikTok a second
I,
ago.
I relaunched it, TJ. So
Yeah, it's not present. Okay.
Okay. We
All
live
right.
again on TikTok. What
So
is
We
we
on
it?
can't hear you
YouTube
at
though.
all,
What up,
Annie. If
Danny
you're
B?
talking
I
to
see you,
us,
gang. Shout out to
we're all
these.
talking over
Hey,
each other.
you already know. What up?
okay.
Hi,
So
All right,
Nate.
Annie,
Yeah.
can you try
Oh,
talking now
Nate
and see
the
if we can hear you?
Great. What's good, Nate? What's popping? Long time
I hear
no
yo,
see.
static, but y'all hear me?
just to, we can hear
Hold
you.
on, hold on one
It's still
second.
breaking up a bit.
We can't hear you at all. Like you sound
It's breaking
broken
up a
up a
bit.
lot.
Yeah.
So what
For
we'll have
those of
you do
you,
is just hold on one second, Shake, okay?
TikTok.
Annie, just hop off and then try to come
Okay.
back and see if that works. All right, go ahead, Shake. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, for those of you who are just joining us, yo, look at our new setup. You know what I'm saying? Look how we look now. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
This is
God.
what the podcast. This is what podcasts is supposed to look like. You heard? All right. So we have changed everything up. I love this new look. Mash was just talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, yo, this is all thanks to Flash. Check
There
out
we
our boy
go.
Flash on the
I
other
don't know if
end.
it's all thanks
Our
to me.
our producer over there. You know what I'm saying? Our digital producer. We got, yo, this shit's fly. This shit's fly.
Actually, how about we ask the tribe? What do you guys think about the
Yo,
new
yeah, what do y'all
setup?
think? Facts.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
I mean,
Wagwan Cola.
Hey,
Cola,
Cola.
That's
Sorry.
Hey,
Sorry, Cola. I shouldn't
Darnay.
have did that.
big up
I'm
yourself.
sorry.
Big up yourself.
Watch your mouth.
Yo.
Watch your mouth,
Yo.
I
Deplano.
shouldn't do that.
It's
Yo,
over
yo.
already.
You
It's
got a
over
new
already.
look.
It ain't over. It ain't over yet, Deplano. It ain't over yet, bro.
Nigga tired taking off. Yo, don't do that, gang. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's unnecessary.
Hello,
Everybody
hello.
was rocking the gear.
We,
Keep
All right,
it's
it
not
moving.
Thank
looking
Annie
good, but we
tried
you.
to
got
come back.
time. All right,
So
we
let's
got
see if we can
time.
check on Annie real quick. And while we try
Thank,
to wait to see
thank
if
you,
TikTok
Darnay. He
pops
said we look
back up.
good. We look good. Thank you.
All right, there we go. All right, Annie, can we hear you?
Yes, can you hear me? Check 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Okay,
Check
right,
one,
great.
everybody,
two. Check one,
everybody in the
two.
chat.
Let's go.
All right, everybody in the chat right now, we want to just introduce you to Coach Annie. We were having some technical difficulties. So go ahead and just drop a little wave in the chat so Coach Annie knows that you're here. In the meantime, in between time, I just want to welcome you guys to the Sophisticatedly Ratchet podcast. We haven't gone live with you guys in a long time, and we
Facts.
totally miss you. We've been doing pop-ups on TikTok. So anybody from TikTok, I see Downtown, Uptown in the building, Virgo, Leah in the building, your boy
Big up
Shake
yourself.
in the building,
Uptown, Midtown,
Cece
ATL.
Jacobs in the building. You guys go ahead and drop where you're from, okay?
Okay.
Let us know where you're from. Are you in the U.S.? What state you from? What city you rep?
Yeah.
If you're international, let us know where you're from. What's up, Flash?
Yeah, especially if you're from New York, let us know if you're still rooting for the Knicks. Do you believe in the Knicks? Should Mash
Oh
burn
gosh,
his
is that what we
jersey?
trying to talk about?
Let's
Big
go.
up, big up, big
Let's
up, big
go.
up.
Yo, wait. So look, this is a real special year for me. I'm glad you brought it up. So fuck it, I'm gonna go. My father gave me this starter jacket. I've been wanting this starter jacket from my father for like the
That was
last 15
vintage.
years. He refused to give it to me, and he gave me to me. So now I feel like the Knicks gotta win because this is a big deal. All right, so Knicks in what? 7? Knicks in 7. We calling
Knicks in 7.
Knicks
Knicks
in
in
7.
7. That's it.
Let's
Ain't got
go.
a choice.
Yeah,
Knicks
Yeah,
in
they only got to
7.
win the
Now-
next 3 games.
Now,
They only
Mash,
got to
you
win
know
the
if
next 3
they
games. That's it.
you know if they don't win, you gotta throw away that jersey though, right? Like you gotta trash it after this.
It's not a
Never.
jersey. it's a
Nah, you don't
jacket.
gotta
I'm
trash
never,
it.
I'm never
Absolutely
gonna throw it
not.
away. You crazy.
Absolutely not.
You crazy.
Alright.
Madness.
I'm
Blasphemy
saying.
you speak, bro. Sorry. Y'all go back to our regular
Anyway.
scheduled program.
Go
My
ahead,
fault.
TJ.
My fault.
Right.
Okay. All right, guys. So we did drop an episode with Coach Annie, and it was called Life Be Life. And if you listen to that episode, you could just let us know. And if you're gonna listen to the episode, let us know that too. She dropped a lot of gems. She shared with us the difference between a life coach and a therapist. And you guys are lucky right now if you're listening because we're giving away 3, not 1,
Tres.
not 2,
Tres.
but 3 1-hour sessions with Coach Annie. Okay, so you can get your life together. So if you have any goals that you want to accomplish, you don't have to wait for New Year's resolutions. You know what I mean? To come up with something, you can get that. Whatever you put down on your New Year's resolution, you can work on it throughout the year, and Coach Annie can help you accomplish those goals. Okay.
Yo, Coach Annie, real quick. I just to throw that out there. Now, I'm gonna get Judge Hartley for even asking this question, but do you feel you have more male clients or female clients?
That's a good question. I would say male right now.
Okay.
I think in the
Okay.
beginning,
Oh,
like
really?
last year, it was a lot of women, and now it seems to have shifted over to the men. So
Okay.
different
So
seasons.
the reason I asked that question is because I mean, I think Shake had pointed out that you help people hold themselves accountable. I know that that's a struggle for a lot of women sometimes, is the accountability. So, it made me ask. It made me wonder, like, do you get more male clients because accountability is something that they tend to fight for their life for? Or, I
Well,
was
the
just
male
curious.
clients are not really, they're not really talking so much about the accountability thing. It's more
Mm,
so habits like smoking, wanting to
Right.
stop certain habits that's preventing them
okay.
from achieving accomplishments. So that's more of the thing I get from the male population.
So we've evolved past that issue and we focus on the bigger things, is what you're saying. Got you. Got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not focusing on the shake
Okay.
facts. I'll say that.
Got you.
Sorry, Coach
Got you.
Annie.
It's
Right.
not a
That
shake
sounds like
back.
a shake fact.
It's not a shake back.
Pegs is
All
like,
right.
excuse me. Peg
All right,
said
we don't want to.
absolutely not.
We
I
want to turn
mean,
this into an argument and
you
shit. All but I agree with Mash on the accountability thing. But go ahead, Flash.
nah, I was just gonna
I
say I
know.
did.
I know.
I seen a video one time from like a therapist, and she was saying like the women, they be closed up. They don't be wanting to admit this shit. And I'm just saying, like, as a person who's unlicensed, I believe a licensed person when they be saying the truth.
Yo,
Big up
in
yourselves.
real life, Flash. You ain't never say nothing truer. Because at the end of the day, at the end of a breakup women, women do not usually take the blame for what went wrong in a relationship, and it is
Never.
what it is. It's usually because, hey, they'll say shit like, "I love too much," or "I let him walk all over me," or "I did." It's never, "I did some shit." It's never because
It
of me.
depends on where
All
they
right?
are
It's
in
just,
life. It
That's
depends on
not.
where they are
Yeah.
in life. If
Thank
they're
That's not
you.
true.
evolved,
Thank you, Coach Annie.
if they did the work. There's some women that they do take accountability. I mean, we're not a
okay,
monolith. So there's some people who are past certain
true.
stages and they can do it, and some people can't. So different strokes for different folks.
True story.
I
True
agree.
Thank
story.
you, because I was feeling attacked as as a female gender other. I
No, and I was gonna
identify
say
as a
something.
female, and I was
What
feeling attacked, and
was it to
so
feel attacked
this
Darnay, you
about?
time
said 100 women versus
it's even.
accountability. Now I wanted
Oh,
to check in
son,
with
that's a
Flash.
thing.
Tap
You
into him.
you said 100 women versus that's a thing.
I love it. I
That's what
love it.
Darnay said.
Okay. Well, not today, Darnay. Not today,
Not
because this
today.
is the first time that we actually have an equal playing field. We have 3 females up
Yep.
here and 3 men. Okay,
And
so we are not
I'm
outnumbered
telling you,
tonight. Thank you, Coach Annie.
and I'm telling you that's not true, Flash. Not well, I should say
Whatever.
Mash. Not all. Some females will take accountability, but to Flash's because you made a comment, and you should
Mhm.
listen to me because you said you only listen to licensed individuals.
Mhm.
I'm
Here we
licensed,
go.
so
Here we
yeah.
go.
Hey,
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh wow, she gonna
But
flex
look,
on
I
you.
mean
that
She gonna
that's
flex on
broad
you right here, bro.
I feel you.
Here we go. Felt that
Flexing
coming.
on you.
All right, guys. All right.
Okay.
So,
So
Heard
since you listen to licensed individuals, okay?
all right.
Uh,
So
That's a
yes,
fact.
Life Be Lifing, and that episode is out now. You can listen to it everywhere you hear podcast episodes. We prefer you to listen to it on Spotify or Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, I should say. And then hop on over to our YouTube. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. All of you guys on YouTube right now, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, follow button, hit that like
Nice.
button. Let us know that you're here with us. People on
right.
TikTok, go ahead and hit the button too. Thank you guys for being
Yeah, facts.
here.
Tap that
Join
screen.
the tribe. Join the tribe.
Screenshot.
Yeah, tapping that screen is
Did you just catch a
completely
body?
free. It just shows us some love. No, that was I guess Flash playing some money music. Was that money sound effects?
That
I don't know.
that was a sword.
Do it
Oh,
again. Do it again.
I said
Look
join the
at
tribe.
it.
The
That
samurai
was definitely a
sword.
that's
sword.
what that was.
That was that.
Okay,
Is,
yeah.
is
Look,
that what
I
happens
don't
when
know. I just
niggas
know
don't
that.
join the tribe? Is that
You
what we do
know,
to people when they don't join
I
the
have no
tribe?
idea.
Or when they
gutter
do join the
gutter
tribe?
bro. Get
all
down and lay
right.
down,
So
bro.
Whatever
let's
shit
keep
we on.
moving.
Anyway, go ahead, T. Go
All
ahead,
right, so let's hit the next
TJ.
slide.
Okay, sorry. Boom.
All right. All right, we're gonna keep
Okay.
going because
Did
we
he
already
do
30
it?
minute in.
Yeah. Well,
No,
did
we
he?
don't want to talk
Did
about
he, my
him.
man? Yo, I don't know. I don't
I
know. I don't
mean,
know if any of y'all
we
are
can
watching.
briefly talk about Diddy. Okay.
There we
I don't know
go.
if any
Briefly.
of
Why
y'all
not?
watching this on
Everybody
Hulu
likes to
right
talk
now.
about the
But
Diddler.
if y'all wanna see what's going on with the trial, go on Hulu right now. Look up the Diddy trial. They have actors reenacting the entire thing, so you can actually watch the whole thing. They would last time I checked, it was up to episode 2. I believe episode 3 is coming out this week. Check on Hulu, guys. It's pretty dope. I liked it.
Okay.
Now let me ask y'all a
Okay.
question. Have y'all ever seen like this level of media on a trial? Like, have y'all?
Never.
Well, not ever seen, but
Not even
the amount of coverage this shit is kind of crazy,
Donald
ain't it?
Trump got this much. Not even Donald
Nah.
Trump
Ain't
got this
this?
much
The
coverage.
OJ trial had
That's the first
was
one I was
covered,
talking
so we
about,
can't
Mo.
say that. Yeah, the
I was a
OJ,
baby. I
yeah,
don't
OJ
remember
trial
that.
definitely had. You were not a baby, but the OJ trial definitely had a lot of coverage.
He was not a baby.
I'll
Nah,
actually be honest with you.
I was a
The
kid.
trial
He was
with the
not a
guy from
baby.
The Pirate. Who was that? What was his name again?
Johnny
And
Depp.
Johnny
yeah.
Depp,
Johnny
exactly.
Depp
Johnny
Yeah.
Depp
and
had coverage.
his ex-girlfriend Amber Heard. That was
Yeah,
pretty
she was
well
wilding.
covered in the media, and even more covered in the Diddy case because they have cameras in the courtroom. So that's the one caveat that we don't have access to. We don't have access to the courtroom.
Mm.
I'm hearing people.
Oh
I'm
wait,
hearing something.
I think that's
I
Ann. Hold on,
was
sorry.
12 years old. I was 12 years old
Big Google
during the
search.
OJ trial. So for me,
Yeah, but I
I
still
feel like
remember
I
it.
was a baby. I don't remember. I never really
He
watched
said
it
I
like
was a
that. All I
baby.
remember was
You
You
wasn't
don't
a
remember the
baby
white
for that,
Bronco?
bro. You wasn't a
said, nigga, you
baby for
wasn't no
that,
baby.
bro.
You was a girl.
You wasn't no baby.
I
bro.
was in 6th grade, my nigga. I was in
You was
6th
wiping
grade.
your own ass by then, bro. You was definitely wiping your own ass by then, 100%, bro.
That's
You
a
remember
fact.
that.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Somebody said
But
in
yo,
the
do
chat
y'all
said
do
Bill
y'all
Cosby too. They brought up Bill
do y'all
Cosby.
think that do y'all think that they gassing this up? Because I'm a big conspiracy theorist at heart.
Uh-huh.
Do y'all
So
think
can
they gassing this up
I?
because he had the
I'll
rival
speak to that.
situation with the other alcohol peoples?
I think
Well,
so
I'll.
too.
Yeah. So I'm not. So I want to first off by saying this: I'm not condoning anything that he did. I want that to be clear and concise and very clear. However, I do feel like as a black mogul, they are going to in the media annihilate him, to diminish him,
Mm-hmm.
to diminish everything that he worked for, diminish his legacy, all of the above, because he's a black male.
Yeah.
When I put him side to side with Hugh Hefner,
Mm-hmm.
Hugh Hefner,
We talked
who
about
did
this.
pretty much some of these same things. You've
same
never
thing.
heard
I
nothing about Hugh
don't
Hefner
know.
because
The same things. These ain't
Hugh
the same
Hefner.
things.
Well, yeah, because and me and TJ, we saw this. One of the females came out for Hugh Hefner after the fact and talked about the things that he did, and that's what I'm saying. Because he's a
Crazy shit.
white male, mogul, he wasn't diminished like that. You understand what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
Diddy is a black male mogul, so they're gonna annihilate his character. Everything that he worked for, they're gonna annihilate. But I'm not condoning anything he did. Is what I'm saying.
I ain't even gonna hold you, Mo. I be feeling like the black culture be saying more shit than like a lot of other people who's actually like devaluing his character and shit. I think we add a lot of, like lighter fluid to the already burning fuel or whatnot. And I think because like this dude used to be a lot of people's hero, in my opinion, and not to say like he was like the best person to look up to, but I looked at it like Diddy was from New York, and he's this dude that made it out of the gutter, kind of, you know what I'm saying? But and it seemed like all that shit is forgotten because he was on some deviant time. But I do feel like we're hearing a lot more like the teardown coming from either like a lot of black folks or even like media that's just centered around where black folks are, just to be honest. But
Right. And I did want to point out one more thing as well. And then we can move on. So, like I said, the deviant stuff as far as like the abuse, the domestic violence, don't condone that. But what and I understand they're trying to build his character. And I also feel like they're trying to diminish him as far as, sexual wise. And my thing is this: if somebody want to have 1,000 bottles of baby oil, that's their damn prerogative. What do you think was going on in it? And I'm being serious, what do you think was going on in the Playboy Mansion? Everybody was sucking in, chucking. You understand what I'm saying? So if somebody wants to do that in a personal life, so what? You could do whatever you want to do sexually, and that's just the real of the matter. You do whatever you want to do behind your closed door. If you want to slip and slide and glide, then you slip and slide and glide. Why is that anybody's business? I'm just saying.
Yo, they are They're turning this dude Diddy into the Nino Brown of lubricants. Like this dude right here
Right.
is
That's my
like the
point I'm
king
trying to
of.
make.
You know,
Yo, the lubricants is what they might as well be talking about drugs when they talk about lubricants. You know how much lubricant
Exactly.
he had?
but wait, hold on.
Right.
If I'm
Am
not
I-
It's
tripping though,
illegal.
but hold on, if I'm not tripping though, they said
Mm-hmm.
the baby oil was laced with like party favors, right?
No, bro,
Was it?
no.
No,
Oh, that
no.
was
It
Not
was
a
the
just
baby
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 oil.
oil. Got
oil.
it.
It was just
It was
baby
baby
He
oil.
just has
It
that.
baby-
And
Oh.
my
He
last
just
and my
had a
last
lot of
point.
Wouldn't that be
all of this,
crazy?
what-
Wouldn't that be crazy if the
Nah.
baby oil was spiked? You
And-
out here rubbing baby oil on
and
your
my
skin,
la-
getting high? That'd be crazy.
my last point,
Alright.
and then we got to move on. I'm gonna see if it's gonna come out. We have plenty of trial to go. We have to prove the RICO and trafficking, and right now, I need y'all to show me the RICO and the trafficking. So because and that's and I'm speaking, guys. If you didn't know, I was on jury duty and I did a trial, so I'm very aware of what you have to prove. So all of the back stuff, yes, you're showing him doing domestic violence. None of it is right. You're showing him doing certain things, but you have to prove what the trial is about, what the case is about. So they really need to hit the trafficking. They really need to hit the RICO, and we're still waiting to see that. So we're going to tie it together. They're trying to use the company. They're trying to use the company to show that so far that these things happen from the company. So it's a lot that remains to be seen that we're waiting to see as well.
Coda said
So
free
here's the
Diddy.
thing,
That's all I
Mo.
know.
Real quick.
Mhm.
So basically, what the prosecutors are trying to do is make people dislike him. So the more
Of course.
the more the jury dislikes him, the less they have to prove. Okay, they can. I'm just saying,
Shake.
it is what it is. The
Mhm.
more it's a fact. The more the jury dislikes
It's not a
you,
fact, Shake.
the less
Shake.
you have to prove. So they're trying
Shake.
to make them dislike him. And I understand they do
I hear
have
you.
to still prove their case. But the thing is, they can get away with less proof if they make them dislike him. So that's what their goal is right now. to push
And I
towards
understand that, right?
disliking him.
You can dislike him all you want. When you finish, the judge will say to you, the judge will read to you a list of things to quote the law. Quote the law, and that's very important. We went back several times to taught the judge in Chat GPT form as if we're 5 years old. Break it down so we understand facts. She will quote the law and she would tell you Diddy's team don't have to prove his case. They don't have to prove their case. It's up to the prosecution to prove their case, and that is fact. I just got off of jury duty. I'm telling you, it's not up to Diddy's team to prove his case. It's not. It's up to the prosecution's team to prove their case. They don't have the defense don't have to prove their case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the defense
They
only has
don't.
to disprove their case. They have to disprove
Only have to
that they
disprove the
can't- yeah.
right. But the jury has to go off of what the prosecution is trying to do there. But it's a lot. We have time, so let's see what else comes out pertaining to the trial. Not the facade of these things.
I just want to know real quick. Any one of y'all ever did jury duty? Like real quick.
I did jury duty before. I mean, I did grand
Okay.
jury duty though, and
Okay.
I let
I
a
did.
dude go. I let a few people go. I was letting people go like left and right.
We
And
not
shit,
we not
they made-
publicized.
And I could talk about my case now more freely. But I just for those of you who don't know, I just came off of a homicide trial, by the way.
Gangster, Law and Order. What you
About-
talking about?
I never got called for jury duty, but I did get like called into like the room and they have you like sit and ask you questions and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh
If I
yeah.
like cops, I told them I never liked cops. I never met a nice cop. So I tell them that every time, and they was like, you know
Oh
what?
yeah, you getting
We-
off. They ain't picking you.
I mean, there's certain ways to get out of getting in jury duty. You could say shit like, I love the cops, and I don't believe anything anybody says against the cops. Nothing. Like you say shit like that, or if you say you hate the cops, you know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing right there that'll get you out of jury duty, bro.
Yeah, nah, but the,
I don't
the
believe
reason
that.
I
why
tried and I didn't get off.
the
But
reason
go
why I
ahead.
asked though, my fault. I was gonna say just real quick. The reason why I asked though is because one thing I know about when you're doing jury duty, and if you actually sit down with jurors, some of them do have like their biases, and if you gotta
Yep.
really realize
They ask
like,
that.
are you really charging this person on the charge, or are you charging based on like whatever the prosecutor kind of made you feel
Correct.
that they should be guilty of? So it's super like that line is kind of fine to draw,
Difficult.
but yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens though.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's roll.
All right,
let's
guys.
roll.
Let's Keep it moving. All right, guys. So we are announcing, like I
Okay.
mentioned, Coach Annie. So we're going to be giving
Okay.
away 3 1-hour sessions with Annie, Life Coach Annie, for you to accomplish all the goals
Yeah.
that you set out for yourself. And we're going to be dropping that on this tonight on this live. So stay tuned, stay with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. So let's start what we're going to talk about today. So we have a fun game that we're going to be playing with Coach Annie, and it's
Talk
called
about it.
Guess Who? And guess who is going to be a part of this. You guys, you at home, sitting on the couch, sitting on
Big
your
up yourself.
phone, at work, wherever you at. I want
Let's go.
the Life Coach edition, okay? So let's see who said this quote. So we're going to say a quote of someone, and we're going to give you
Mhm.
multiple choices. Everybody love multiple choice tests, right? Because
That's
it
the
didn't put
only
you on
way
the
I take
spot to
tests,
know
TJ.
exactly who it is.
We back in school. We
That-
back in
Right.
school.
Wait,
Process of
I never met
elimination.
a
okay?
Scantron I couldn't beat.
nah, son.
Facts,
yo,
right?
you
Mighty
ever
work sometimes.
Yo, I've lined it up just like down the line one time, like C's, you hit the C line straight,
Mhm.
son, you could pass. You could get it done. I'm telling
You
you.
got a 20%. You got 20%, right?
I said
Now,
pass.
Right.
this
I
is
didn't say
20%
anything.
chance of winning, bro.
Passing ain't
How you
20%.
get high? Your teacher was dumb if you
Son, when
got
you don't
all
study, you don't
C's
study,
down the
man.
line. The fudge.
Anyway,
Yo.
all right, guys. Everybody ready to play Guess Who? Go ahead and
I'm
drop something in the comments right now. Let us know
Yeah,
you're
we playing.
ready.
Let's go.
All right, so let's go with the first person.
Coach Annie, you ready? I ain't hear Coach Annie. I said if you was
Are
ready.
you ready? We can't hear you.
No, we can't hear
Oh,
you.
we can't hear her.
Aw, man.
Wait, we gotta wait for
can't hear
Annie
you
before we
again.
play.
All right, and we gotta wait for Annie.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can catch her. We can go to the first one and then we'll catch her for the next because it's 9:40.
All right, Annie, drop
Okay.
out and jump back in, Annie. I think something's up with your mic. All right, so we're gonna go for the first one. In Guess Who?
Okay.
Ooh.
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Was this So guys in the chat, go ahead and let me know who said this. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So from a process of elimination, who we gonna take out first?
I'm not giving nobody the answer, by the way. But I did.
I want to
this.
see what
Yeah.
y'all put in the chat. Is it A, B,
I don't
or
even
C?
know what the
Go ahead and
answer
tell
is.
us.
I know. I'm trying to remember. I don't
A,
know.
B, or C?
Well, put your answer in the chat. ABC.
When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I got my
Coach
assumption.
Annie, you back? We're gonna put you on the spot. Can we hear?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we
All
can
right.
hear you. Okay, good.
I've heard this quote before, but
Who
I
you got for this quote?
So
You've
I'm
heard this
repeating the
quote,
options
Annie?
for somebody in the chat. The options is Pharrell, Wayne
A.
Dyer, and Jay-Z.
B.
oh,
A, B,
I
and
know
C.
who it
And
is.
it's on the bottom here. So A, B, or C. It's on the bottom.
Peg
of the
said B.
screen.
Peg
All
said
right.
B.
All right, guys.
Is
All
that
right,
the
Peg
answer?
says B. Annie, did you like in your answer, Annie? Don't say it to us yet.
Yeah, I know who it is.
Don't
know
Google
it.
it either.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right, let's
All right.
reveal who it is. Oh,
All right,
Annie,
so
you want to say who you think it is?
Yes.
Well, I know it's not Pharrell or Jay-Z because I know their most used line, so it has to be the Wayne Dyer guy.
Nice.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
let's see.
Nice.
All right, Peg
All
said
right,
that
let's
too.
see.
Danny B.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, the answer is that.
Wayne Dyer.
Good job.
Wayne Dyer. Yeah, it wasn't Jay-Z Cola, but nice try. Shaq, hey,
Good
Angela
try,
from
good
TikTok.
try.
All right.
All
next
right.
Question.
All right, guys. So is turn your wounds into wisdom. If you don't mind removing the comment, just so we can read the options for the people.
Flash.
Turn your wounds into wisdom. Is it Oprah Winfrey that said this? Ayanla Van Zandt, or 50 Cent? A, B, or C? What are we thinking, tribe? Annie, think about your answer.
I
I can never pronounce.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Let's see what. All right. So let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat. Galena PG from TikTok. You have an
That was
answer.
Cola's answer to the last question. That was Cola's answer to the last.
I was
one.
making sure. Sometimes I be thinking it's the right one. Skip the music.
So
Okay.
Danny on YouTube. So Danny and Deplano says B.
Okay. All right.
I agree.
Coach Annie, what do you think?
Ayanla
it is?
Van Zandt.
I'm thinking B too. I mean, it's either A or B, but I think it's B.
All right.
Peg
Let's
said
see.
B too.
Okay.
That said B. All right, y'all ready for the answer?
Okay.
Gang, and the answer is bam.
Oprah.
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 That's a good one.
That was a tough
That's a
one.
good one.
guys.
That was a hard
good.
one.
Ayanla Van Zandt.
That was a tough
I really
one.
thought it was her. I thought it was her for sure.
That
All
was
right.
a tough one. All right. Let's go.
All right, we got the next one coming up.
Let's keep
Let's
it
go.
moving. Yeah.
The more time you spend contemplating what you should have done, you lose valuable time planning what you can and will do.
Gang.
The more time you spend contemplating what you should have done, you lose valuable time planning what you can and will do. Who said
Like this
this?
one.
Was this Nipsey Hussle, Tony Robbins,
Boy.
or Shakur? And it's Gemini season. I'm gonna just say that.
We don't care about you right now, TJ.
I don't know who the answer is. I'm just showing up.
You gonna come over here and give hands? You just gonna come over here and give hands? You gonna come over here and give hands?
Well, I don't,
Danny says
actually
B.
don't know who said it. I really don't know. All right, so people think Tony Robbins. He's a life coach. Annie mentioned him in the episode. All right, Annie,
don't know
who
the
do you
answer to
think
this
it is?
I'm gonna say the same. Hopefully you hear me. I'm sorry if you can't. I'm gonna say
We
B,
hear
Tony
you.
Robbins. The same reason why I said Wayne Dwyer, because
Okay.
Nipsey and Tupac, they have a certain style in the way they deliver their messages. So that's
All
All right,
so
let's see what
the
it
answer-
says.
The answer is not clicked on yet, but the answer is bam. Tupac Shakur, big up to Machiavelli.
Gemini season. Okay,
The
Tupac.
thing about Tupac,
I
Tupac had
was
like 10 different
expecting-
personalities. He had 10 different personalities.
yeah, true. Good point.
Yeah.
That's been good.
That Gemini.
He had a lot of quotes too. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right.
I didn't even
Yeah.
remember.
All right,
I
so
didn't
let's
remember
move
some of
on
these, so that
over.
was good.
All right, next
Let's
question.
move
All
coming up.
right,
Let's
so
go.
yeah, let's get to the second one. I think we can.
Go ahead.
Otherwise, you gotta laugh through pain.
Fine.
Otherwise, you'll never survive
It
the
says-
game.
Okay.
Yep. Who said that? Was it DMX, Snoop
Yeah,
Dogg, or Ice Cube? And this will be our
we got
last
two dogs
one.
on here and a cube of ice. We got two.
Oh,
dogs
you're
and a
right.
cube of ice.
You're right. Okay, so I see you're doing process of elimination, Shake, huh? All right. Who are we thinking, Coach Annie?
I'm thinking the reason why I'm thinking Snoop is because I see him laugh more than DMX and Ice Cube.
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah.
You gotta laugh
Alright.
through fizzle in order to survive the gizzle.
That's not how
Laugh
you
through the
should.
pain. Yeah, Snoop Dogg
I
is
can't.
he's like
The jizzle.
funny.
You gotta laugh through the
All right, who's the
fizzle.
answer?
I don't know. I'm trying to think if
Go ahead,
I'm trying to think if I should guess. I think is it DMX? Oh, look at that.
DMX.
Warm up.
Okay.
You gotta laugh through the pain. Laugh through the pain, otherwise you
Alright.
never survive the game.
Oh, Deplano said DMX
That's
too.
a pretty-
He said that.
This actually sounds like DMX now that I see his picture up
It
here.
does.
Because he had a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
pain.
right?
You know.
right? Yeah,
So, and he
Mhm.
talked
because you know
What
he
about
was
about
a
my
that
what
a
crack.
about
You
lot.
know
my
he was a
thing?
crack. Yeah, you know he was a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't
it's
know.
to be
Well,
like
What
that.
hey.
You know what I'm
he's
saying?
bringing that up at this point, shaking the man is deceased. You could have said he was a very well-known rapper.
I mean, it was
But
his
you,
life. He was a crackhead. He did crack.
That's right, but we ain't have to. Come on.
Anybody that did crack today
Thank
is a
you, Mo.
crackhead. You even if you only did
I
it once, you're
mean,
still a crackhead.
I mean, the man
Crackhead
be if he
one.
telling the truth, he telling the truth.
So,
But
I
All
yeah, what's that?
right.
Yo, what's the
listen.
the black judge? He be shitting on people for smoking
Oh,
crack.
what's his name? Joe Brown?
Judge
Is it Joe
Mathis.
Judge,
Brown? Joe
Judge
Mathis.
Mathis.
Sorry.
That's
Judge
your
Judge
breath.
Mathis.
Mathis.
That's
That's
your
who you
breath.
sound like, Shake. I can
Mathis.
smell crack. You
He's
smoke
like,
crack
you a
once,
crackhead?
did you?
He's like, you
You sound
Oh,
like Judge
I can
Mathis
see it
straight
on
now.
you.
Crack on
All
you.
right. All right. Next. Y'all ready for the
All
next
right.
one?
So let's move it on over to another game that we wanted to play with Annie. Well, this is actually
Mhm.
not a game. We just wanted to have a conversation with Coach Annie and kind of,
Mhm,
just kind of get some information from you.
mhm.
For those of you that have never been in front of a life coach, this is your opportunity to ask some questions. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat. Whether you feel like a life coach is for you or not, if you have any questions about your goals, you can go ahead and ask them in the chat. And we're going to have like a conversation with Annie. So, Flash, I'll let you pull up the first word. So, we're going to move it on over to a session or a segment that we call trigger words. We've been hearing a lot of words on the internet, on TV, everywhere we go, even at your job, in your home. And a lot of these words, we are using them and we may not know exactly what they mean. So, we want to talk about some of these trigger words, what people are getting wrong about them, and what they really mean. And we'll have Coach Annie give us some support in having this dialogue with you guys. So, what's the first trigger word, Flash?
First word up for bid. One of Mash's favorites. Simp.
Ooh.
Oh, simp. Okay, so Mash, do you have a
So this,
definition for this one?
I do. So this
Let's
is a
share the
trigger word for
actual
me.
definition.
Okay.
Okay.
This shut up. This is a trigger word for me because I feel like this was like one of the things that I never wanted to be. I never,
Never.
ever wanted to be a simp because I seen how it has like on the back end being raised by women, what it looks like on that side when you simping
Facts.
for a woman, right?
Facts.
So seeing that firsthand, I never wanted to be that. But anyway, the definition for simp is a slang term for someone, usually a male, who is seen as overly submissive or attentive to someone they're romantically interested with, in often in expenses of their own dignity. Okay. That's what the word by definition is. What people get wrong about it is the fact that it's become a way to shame men for being respectful or emotionally open or kind, right? So it's kind of blurry in terms of like, how we use it now to how it comes across often. But Coach Annie, what are your thoughts on the trigger word simp?
Yeah, I've heard this
No.
go around.
Annie, you gotta jump back in and out. Your microphone went again. I'm sorry.
Yo, really quickly. I know we won't want to hear what Annie has to say, but what I have to say about simp, I don't believe that just because you're respectful to women that you're a simp. I know and Mash. I agree with you. I've seen simps growing up, bro, and I was like, never me, never
No,
me. I've seen how
no.
my cousin has handled dudes who have simped for her, and it was just like, bro. Like I'm 12, I'm 14 years old looking at this dude like never that, bro. I'm not,
Yeah, yeah,
bro,
yeah.
bro. Not me,
Okay.
not
You
me.
learn a
Would
lot of
you
valuable
say that?
lessons through being raised by women. You learn so
That's a
many
fact,
valuable lessons about women when you chilling with women, and you get to see like just how far they will go. They will go real
bro.
far,
Crazy
real,
far,
real
bro.
far,
Crazy
real,
far.
real far,
Like even that ass, I'm putting babies on you and shit, and the baby don't look nothing like you. Let's keep it. Let's keep
real,
it.
real far, real,
Okay.
real
So you
far,
think
bro.
that's being a simp shake? Is that what you're saying?
What? What?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
18 years. Yeah, you being a simp, bro.
Okay. And so, Mash, when you read that definition, would you say that that's like accurate? Because, like, I don't know. I hear feedback, but so
I
Mash,
think the
read the definition again because I feel like a lot of people get that wrong. You
Okay,
know.
so the definition is a slang term for someone, usually male, who is seen as overly submissive or attentive to someone they're romantically interested in.
Okay.
often at the expense of their own dignity. I think that's accurate.
Mhm.
Okay.
I,
What about the
Okay.
tribe? What do you guys
Can you
feel
guys?
in the chat? Like, do you guys hear the word simp used in a way outside of the actual definition? I'll
you
speak for
back,
myself.
Coach?
I mean,
Yeah,
Coach,
Annie
you
back
back?
too.
so
Yeah,
I was
Danny B is
asking if you guys.
asking for the definition again. He just does a lot for his woman. What's wrong with that? Well, I think the
No,
Exactly.
definition kind of shares it to say
it's
that it's like at a
it's
discredit to himself,
He's
right?
a
Max, you could
sucker.
read it again.
Okay.
it says
Well, nope, that's not what it says. We're trying to
it
change.
Sucker
says
free for life. Sucker free.
someone, usually a male, who is seen as overly submissive or attentive to someone they're romantically interested in, often at the expense of their own dignity. That part is the part that matters the most.
That's the part.
Sucker.
Dignity.
Right.
Sucker.
So
Dignity.
Correct.
Dignity is
Correct.
the key word.
So I mean,
Yeah.
dignity changes though in terms of like what people I feel think is dignity, right? Because like I feel like you can have, adult film stars who have dignity. You got, women who get naked on the pole that have dignity. So I feel like dignity is such like a
You
cop
just
out to
used
be
two
like,
women, for example, but simping is for men. So give me an example
no,
of men with
no.
dignity.
I mean, men with dignity are like the trick, what do you call them? The tricks, the one who just spend
The
like
strippers?
the month. No,
Oh.
I'm just
You
saying
talking about like
a
sugar
trick,
daddies?
like
Sugar
Oh.
daddies.
sugar
Sugar
daddies.
daddies.
Yeah.
Sugar daddies. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like
All
like
right.
Let's move
he
to
knows
another
Shorty
word.
only with him. She
Yeah,
knows
that's what I was
Shorty
gonna
only with
say. I
him.
need to.
Yeah. Let's skip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go because it's a sucker to me.
Oh, this is my
Okay.
word. Okay.
Okay, narcissist. So this is a word that we hear very, very often. I feel like people are thinking that they're therapists to diagnose people with this word, narcissist. What does this word actually?
Shout
Well,
out to
has
Cola.
anyone heard this? Has anyone heard this word, and what have you heard it, and how have you heard it used? And do you feel like it was used
Everybody be
correctly?
calling everybody a
Yeah,
narcissist.
yeah. I feel like people call
Okay.
people narcissists if they think they love themselves too much. Like somebody's like way too self-indulged or, way too much about themselves type of shit. And I do feel like this word gets thrown around because I don't think there's nothing wrong with having love for yourself. Like, do y'all know the story about like I think his name was like Narcissus or whatnot? Like the word that this is based on?
Nah, educate us, philosopher.
I
What?
don't know.
So who the
Educate
fuck
us, and
Is
then I'm
it
going to
is
read
it
my
like
Can
is it
somebody in
is
the
it
chat
like
fact
an
check that?
ancient Greek
Whatever
word?
Go
Is it
Flash
ahead.
like
says,
ancient
I'm
Greek?
going to
somebody
read the
should
Go ahead.
definition.
Yo, break
Is
it
it like
down. Break it
ancient
down,
Greek?
Flash.
That's
Go ahead.
fine.
Break it down.
So I'm gonna try to tell you.
Break it
So
down.
it comes from like a dude. I think his name was like Narcissus, and
Mhm.
he's
Uh-huh.
looking in like a lake, and he sees his
Same
reflection
thing.
in the lake, and he's never seen his reflection before, and he gets so enamored with like his beauty that he keeps getting closer and closer to the water to kind of just like get in touch with whatever this beautiful thing is in the water, so much so that he falls in and drowns. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he almost
Right.
he committed suicide just by falling in love with or being so enamored with himself, because he's never seen
is
himself
true
before.
though. Is this true?
I'm
Not
just I'm
suicide though.
telling you like
I'm
like
going
what
to,
they base
right.
the
It's
word
ba-
on,
he's talking like
like
he's
a
talking about like
story.
based off like an
That
ancient Greek
nigga
story.
died
Like
because he
Yeah.
can't
it's like
swim. That
Pegasus
nigga
type
ain't died
joint.
because of love.
I
That
mean,
nigga died because he can't swim.
Well, I'm going to read
Angel
I'm
like
going to read the
Swift.
definition
Jeanette said
of
it
a
was a
narcissist.
philosopher.
A philosopher? Okay, so
Alright.
let me read.
Obviously, he never
Let me
bathed
break it
either
down
because
for
he never
y'all.
seen water.
So, a narcissist is someone
Can't
who
swim.
has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves, right?
hmm
In psychology, the term often refers to someone with narcissistic personality disorder, a mental health condition characterized by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a need of excessive admiration, a lack of empathy for others, a sense of entitlement, manipulative or exploitative behavior in relationships.
Okay.
Narcissist.
Have you ever dealt
That's
with a
the
narcissist?
definition.
Oh,
Thank
Annie's
you, Annie. Thank you,
back.
Annie.
Big
So
up
you know
yourself,
I
Annie.
clocked that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Like Shanae. I think of Shanae from Martin. I always like to reference someone in
I
Black
mean,
culture, and she's who I think
Yeah.
of when I think of narcissists. They have this heightened sense of self that they can't have
Mhm.
empathy for other people.
Mm.
Mm,
That's what it
okay.
says. Yep.
That's a great
Now I
example.
gotta watch an episode to see if Shanae had any empathy for Gina sometimes, you know.
She did. Remember
Okay.
she did. Remember she did Gina's hair one time.
I mean,
Even
so
though
that's so what's that? So what's that mean? Like loving yourself to the extreme? Like you love yourself, but it's extreme so much that you don't love everybody else.
and you have a sense of entitlement. So not only that, you're entitled. Like you feel like it should be all about you. Like it's an entitlement,
I
and
mean,
you're manipulative.
So
that's damn near an
But you're
entire
also
generation of Gen Z.
no,
Jesus
but you're
Christ.
also manipulative or exploitive in behavior. So
That's
you're
his whole
manipulative
generation
in
right now.
behavior.
So
This is whole
Cola wants us
generation.
to make sure that we know that there's behavior and then there's a disorder. And I agree with you, Cola.
Correct.
Everybody got a bit
Exactly.
of a narcissist in them to a certain degree, especially if you feel
Yeah.
like you got some type of a leeway or importance about you or whatnot. We just
Yep.
don't maybe say it, you know,
And that's
sometimes. But
and
I believe
and
that.
that's why I mentioned the mental health piece. It's called NPD, narcissist personality disorder. It's a mental health condition.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
All right. So we can't just go around
Next.
and diagnosing people. We can see the narcissist behavior, but that doesn't mean that they actually have the disorder
The
that you
disorder,
call
right.
Monique said. You said NPD. Is that what it is?
Yep, narcissistic personality disorder.
Yeah.
A mental
Okay.
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 characterized
So it's
by
like bipolarism type shit.
I
They
don't
need
know
well,
to
no,
get
if it's
medicated
Not what
like
for
she
it.
just said. That she just
No,
read the
that's
definition
not what
twice,
I
so she didn't say that. But
They
okay,
need
that's
to
another
get
trigger
none of
word.
that shit.
Bipolarism
Yeah.
or
Yes.
bipolar. That's a trigger
Yo,
word as well. I'm
yo,
sure
yo,
you're saying that, but it's not really
How
what
about
it means.
medicated? Do they need to get medicated for it? Medicated is another word. How about that?
That's another trigger word. I don't know. Okay, what's the
Mhm.
next trigger word we have,
What's the next
Flash?
one?
I used to date a bipolar woman.
Oh God,
Ooh, this one is a
gaslighting.
crazy one. No,
Yeah.
who has this
This
one?
is a good one. I hear this very often. I think,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Annie, do you have any experience with gaslighting? Do you want to speak to that? What comes
Yeah.
up for you for this one?
Yeah, I do. That's like when a person makes you doubt your reality and they're being manipulative, even though they may not know whether they know it or not, and make you think that your reality is not
Hey,
real. And
Flash.
so,
I'm sorry. Everybody's sound is breaking
Wait,
up.
wait. Can
Everybody's
y'all
sound.
hear us
Nobody can
now?
hear us.
Yeah, I want to know if we can hear us now. Can somebody put in a comment if you can hear us now? My YouTube people. Thank you.
Check. I mean, I can hear y'all fine. I don't know
Yeah,
if it
TikTok
could
is
be.
gone. TikTok's been gone. So
Let me check it. Oh, it says reconnect.
yeah,
YouTube
I'm getting
people,
all
can
these
you guys
text
hear
messages
us?
of everybody letting us know they can't hear us.
They can't hear us right now.
So
Yeah,
no.
Jeanette says sound is going in and out.
Hold on, hold
Sound is
on.
going in and out.
It's going in.
Is that
right
really
when I
what's
got
Yep.
my
happening, or they
stuff,
just
my tech
gaslighting us?
together.
They
Is that really what's
gaslighting
happening?
us.
They gaslighting us right now, making us doubt our
Let me
own
see.
reality.
I'm trying to
Give,
see if they can hear us.
give it a sec to maybe reconnect because I
Let
can't
me see
end
if I can.
the stream without ending the live.
Okay.
I'm responding to them.
Let's see.
No,
if
we
fix
realize
this.
it. We hear you guys. We see
Yeah, I
that
don't know if I'm just
you guys
I'm
can't hear
checking.
us. Thank you.
All right, she's saying she can't. Now I can restart the live if they're having an issue with it.
Okay, they're saying
Okay,
they can
and
hear
then we'll
us
just
now. They can
Okay,
hear
so
us now, Flash. We good.
okay.
Okay.
Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead. All right, go ahead.
All right.
all
Go
right.
ahead.
So let's just everybody in the chat just confirm if you can hear us now.
Thanks,
Okay, cool.
guys. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
give us a
y'all.
thumbs up if you can hear us again, please.
Woo-hoo! Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear us. Ooh.
All
I ain't get no
right.
one. I ain't get no ones. There it goes.
There was the one. There's the one. All
Give me my
right.
ones, damn it.
Danny said we good now. Sorry, y'all.
Okay, so we'll finish up gaslighting and then
Give
we'll
me my
get to
one,
the
Nicola.
giveaway.
Give me my damn one. Okay. Go
You said
ahead.
all right. You said gaslighting now. Are we doing gaslighting?
Yeah, we're gonna try to finish it up because they weren't able to hear us. So
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Annie was sharing like a really good definition of gaslighting. So go ahead, Annie.
Oh, I was just saying when someone makes you feel like you're doubting your reality and maybe you call
Mhm.
them out for something and they'll be like, what? I didn't, they make you feel like you're crazy. And when you're feeling like that, that's how I know I'm getting gaslit. It's like a manipulative thing, whether they know they're manipulating or not. So, yeah, I
Right.
hear this trigger word a lot.
Me
Nice.
too. Me too. And it's used
Nice.
incorrectly most of the time.
All the time. All the time.
I
All
did
the
have a
time.
friend say that they thought that gaslighting, this tickled me so so deep. They thought that gaslighting was like someone adding, like instigating like a fight because it's like igniting the fire. You're throwing more gas
Uh,
onto the fire, like
uh,
gaslighting. Isn't that interesting? I thought that
So,
was
yeah,
just
that is
that was
interesting.
so
interesting
silly.
because it
So
makes
silly.
it makes sense. But now we know what
Yes.
the correct word means. And guys, I know it's after 10 o'clock and I don't want
Yeah.
to,
Yeah. Let's
not
We
move
have
to
respect
to
your
announce.
our.
time.
We have to
All right, so
announce who
wait.
the winner is, right?
Yeah,
All right,
so
so
Yep.
hopefully if
Absolutely.
you checked in, if you go ahead and if you entered this, sorry, if you entered the giveaway, and this is the time right now that you guys are all been waiting
So
for.
somebody
So,
can't call out. Okay, she gotta go. Okay, 0.5. I said one, Scola, or one. Go ahead. I'm sorry, TJ. Go ahead.
oh, gotcha. So all right, guys. So what we're gonna do right now is give away 3 sessions. Okay. So for the first one,
Yep.
MASH, this is a random wheel. I don't want nobody texting me. I don't want nobody calling me saying, hey, I entered and I wanted to win. This is your time right now. Let's go ahead and pray to the gods and have a moment of silence.
Spin it.
All right,
Let's
and
all right,
go.
let's
so
win because it's
Let's
time for
go.
people to
Let's
accomplish their
go.
goals with
Let's
Coach
go. Let's
Annie.
go.
All right, let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go.
go ahead
Nash,
and
Come
throw
step
my
on.
name.
in.
Why my name not on the wheel?
you
Spin it.
He wasn't on the
all right,
list.
first
Yeah, I need life coaching too. God damn it.
You should
Don't
have
worry,
entered
Annie.
the
I'm gonna call you on
giveaway.
the side, Annie. I'm gonna call you on the side, Annie. Let's see who gets
All right,
this.
of course.
Hey, who is that?
Danny would get
Look
it.
at those
Danny
small.
B.
Danny B.
Oh,
Danny B.
All right,
Lucky
Danny.
duck. Shout out to Danny B. If Danny B is in the building right now, Danny, drop something in the chat so we know that you're
Jesus.
present. Actually, let's have Danny drop. What should she drop? Like, I don't know. What would it explain her?
Put a one in the
Her
chat.
goals.
Put a one in the
Jeanette,
chat.
you're
God damn
I just
it.
want to
Not
say,
a one.
Jeanette,
Not
you're
a one.
hilarious.
There she
Drop an
goes.
Jeanette,
emoji in
you
the
are
chat to let us
hilarious.
know that you're happy. What emoji that comes up for you if you're here? Danny B says yay. Okay, that works.
Congratulations,
too. And
Danny.
hey.
Jeanette, I just want to say, Jeanette is hilarious. Yes, you missed the publishing clearinghouse sweepstakes.
All right, I'm
You
gonna.
You missed the
definitely
sweepstakes.
did.
You missed
Yes.
it. Yes, facts. That's a
You gotta
fact.
follow
right,
us,
so-
Jeanette.
Annie, we'll be sending you these people as well so that you can connect with them. So Danny, we'll be sending you a DM on how to get in contact with Coach Annie. Okay.
Yep.
All
we got
right.
2 more
So
tries.
let's see who else we get. So we have
I
2
wrote-
more lucky winners.
Rolling the wheel again, y'all.
Yay.
Let's
Roll
go.
it.
Who's that?
Oh, that was close.
Chosen
Chosen
for
for
wealth.
well.
Big well.
Okay.
But they had to be
Chosen
on
for
the
well.
live, right? Are they on the live?
Yeah,
Chosen,
I
let me
think
know.
Still DM
Let
them.
me know if you
this
there,
is
Chosen.
definitely.
Yeah, Chosen, DM us or put something in the chat so we know you real.
No, I
You
don't
not
see
a
them.
bot.
Gang. No bots. No bots allowed. Oh,
All right,
Okay.
spin it
Trying to get
again,
hot in here.
Flash.
What-
it's getting
I mean,
hot in here.
We don't want to give it like a
So-
2-second time.
Yeah,
No, 'cause they
check
not
the
on.
DM.
They not on the live.
All right, so let's go. We'll
All
do
right.
it one
Damn,
more
chosen
time.
one. You're chosen
All
one.
right.
Come on.
I had your back.
Chosen for
You
well.
ain't get chosen.
Mhm. They were on
All
IG. They should have.
All right,
Oh,
ready?
they were
Ready
on
for
IG?
spin?
Chosen.
No, yeah, they
Thanks,
they
Chosen.
were they applied on IG, but you got to join the live. Like, come on.
God.
Okay.
Do spin.
All
Do
right,
spin.
well,
Do
let's go.
spin.
All right, spin it.
I mean, unless you want to hit them up and tell them they still, you know what I mean? That's up to you. But we thought you
Oh.
said they had to join the live,
Hold
correct?
on. Hold on.
Wait, how y'all got it?
Cola better win.
Cola!
Ah! Congratulations,
Why-
Congratulations,
Cola.
Cola.
Cola
Why
Kai.
Cola name twice on the list? Why her name
That's
twice?
well, she did the extra to get the
So
bonus.
Cola's
She
name is
did.
twice on the list because she did a bonus. She tagged us to her stories, which gave her an extra entry into the
Oh, thanks,
sweepstakes at the
Cola.
network call.
Woo!
So wait, hold on. Do I drop her twice, or does she still get another chance to win?
No, drop her off twice.
Because she entered twice. No, she probably does get another because
Yeah,
she
she
entered.
gets to
Her name
stay.
got in twice. Yeah, she gets to stay on.
okay,
So one of her
so-
name gets
alright,
to
so
stay on.
I'll
Thank
remove
you.
one.
Throw her out. Okay.
I
Let's go.
would have said two
Okay,
outs.
so that means if she wins again, Cola, this is hot. Cola, if you win again,
All right, so y'all want to take her
that
out?
means you get 2 sessions
Cola
with Coach
won.
Annie, I
You get
guess.
2
Or she could
sessions.
give,
No.
or she could gift it to somebody. She could give somebody else a session.
Cola like winning shit too
Oh,
much,
that would
man.
be
Don't give her nothing.
Yeah.
Yes, give it to.
Gives it
Alright,
to
Cola.
somebody else.
Cola, if you win
Come
again,
on,
you got to
Slim
give it away. So don't be using.
It's gonna be a
up all the
great.
sessions.
It's gonna be a great Father's Day gift. Give it to you. Give it to a father that you know.
Give it to somebody you love. All right,
All
so
right,
all right, so
guys.
you ready to again? One more roll, y'all. All right, here we go with the last roll.
Oh, Danny's
Last
saying she
roll.
has 2 entries. Don't worry, Danny. We not. Hopefully, Cola don't
You
get
got-
it again.
You gotta talk to
Slim Jim.
HR.
Let's
You see,
Oh no! Took the HR.
see, you gotta talk to HR. You gotta talk to HR.
Ah.
Yo,
Good job,
Cola,
Cola.
congrats,
Yo,
Cola.
first off, I want to know what kind of crap trash wheel that is. That wheel only turned like half a time. Wheel of Fortune will turn more than that. Like what?
All right, so turn it
That
again.
was Nash's doing.
Oh.
Nah.
Y'all
Give
could've
it up.
turned
Give it
it
up. We
again.
good. We give it a no. We give
All
it a.
right.
I
I
was
just
trying
feel
to
like
get.
the way
Well,
the wheel.
Cola could give it to
congratulations,
Slim
like
Jim.
winners.
Cola could give it to Jamila.
Y'all got some nerve.
All right, guys. All right, so
Col-
congratulations
Good job,
all
Cola.
the
Cola
winners.
said she needed.
You need 2 sessions. You keep them, Cola. You
We
need
can't
them.
hear you,
Use them,
Annie,
baby.
if you're
We all
talking.
need it. We all need it. Let's keep it.
Nah, congratulations, Cola and Danny, to you both.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I know Annie said something, but we can't hear her.
No, we can't hear you, Annie.
No, we can't hear her. So, all righty, guys. Well, that's pretty much it. I mean, we can continue to kick it if y'all want to continue to kick it, or we want to. What we trying to do?
We appreciate
A lot of
y'all.
technical difficulties. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of time. We gonna work on these technical difficulties. Yo, I hope y'all love the new setup. We're gonna make this bigger. We're gonna make it better. We're gonna make it flyer
There he go,
every
his
month.
voice.
All right, watch when y'all get back. All right, when y'all get back, bigger, better, flyer every single time. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see us next month. Let's go, guys.
Whatever Shake said.
Put a 1 in the chat.
is-
Put a 1 in the
All
chat.
that shit. All that shit. All that shit.
Okay.
Yo, but we do got new episodes coming out. Hold on, wait. Let me switch back to Annie. I'm switching Annie's camera. One sec.
Yo, shout out to Coach Annie. Yo,
Annie,
Coach
you
Annie.
here?
Thank
for
you.
popping
I'm
out.
so
Annie?
glad
Yeah.
to be here. Sorry about the tech issues.
We
I
can
have
hear
no
you.
idea what's happening, but
Yes.
Okay.
it was
All
a
good. We
pleasure
made it work.
connecting with y'all.
It was such a pleasure having you on the episode, guys. If you haven't listened to the Life Be Lifing episode, this is your time. We are in a very difficult time in the world. If
Yep.
you are in the USA, it's just a lot going on, and the year we just short of 6 months in, right? Because June makes 6 months in, right?
Mhm.
So life is lifing for a lot of us. If you didn't win tonight, you can still reach out to Coach Annie. Annie, you can go ahead and drop where they can find you. So, if anyone's still interested in getting a life coach session, you can totally do that.
I
Go
got a
ahead,
pen.
Annie.
Yes, you can reach me at info@atlasannie.com or go straight to atlasannie.com. My Instagram is AnnieUp7. And so
Yeah,
connect with me. Let's vibe. We can do a strategy call or a free discovery call to see if we mesh, our energies mesh, and see if I can support you. And so connect with me. I'm looking forward to just connecting with people and helping them get to that next stage and up the ante in their life.
Thanks.
Okay,
You
I
don't know
love
how
that
much you need a life
too.
coach to
Yeah,
talk.
facts,
You don't know
facts.
how much you need a life coach to talk to a life coach. Real quick.
And before we
Yeah.
go, I just want to shout out somebody on the chat. Happy belated birthday to Jamila. You and I told
Yeah.
Shout out
Whoa,
to
whoa, whoa,
Jamila!
Happy belated birthday, Jamila.
Jay!
You guys in the
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
birthday.
Battle.
Let's
Yes.
Happy
go.
birthday
I just
to you,
wanted to get
Queen.
that
Yeah,
out the way.
Big up yourself.
Okay.
Yes.
yeah,
All
big up.
right, guys. Well, thank you guys for listening or sticking around with us. We are so happy that you guys are with us. We love going live with you guys. I feel sad like hopping off already. I feel like we haven't even touched the iceberg of everything that we
Right,
wanted to just
right. We
do
got
with
more
you
juice
guys,
I
but
mean,
it's
inside,
but
but
wait,
okay.
Jesus.
before we go, can I get y'all feedback on the trigger word inclusivity?
Inclusivity.
Yeah,
Inclusivity.
I want to get y'all thoughts on that trigger word.
Oh, well,
Oh
we can
man,
keep talking. Annie, if you want
but
to hop off, you can hop
inclusivity.
off. But you can stay on if you want. We're
I can
live. Let's
stay on a
Yeah.
just
few more
kick it.
minutes. I'll just wait till
Okay.
the internet acts up again, and
So
if that's, I guess that'll
inclusivity.
be the
Okay.
sign to hop off.
I feel like it
Sounds
means
good.
it
Sounds
means
good.
I feel like it
Okay,
means everybody
inclusivity.
should be involved. Everybody should be involved. That's how I feel
Mm-hmm.
about
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
inclusivity. I
Yeah,
feel
I
like
would say that
Anybody else?
too.
everybody has a hand in.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I feel like with the whole DEI under attack joint, I feel like this word
Mm.
has been weaponized a bit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hmm.
It made me feel like people's views on inclusivity meant that you're not you don't have the, I guess, like skill for something, but they want to just put you in something, especially when it comes to DEI. And I want to say like that is not true. That is very very much not true. Especially when it comes to like black and colored folks, there are a lot of skilled colored folks, and just
Hmm.
because you see us in positions, even if it is due to like inclusivity efforts, they probably deserve to be there. So I'm gonna just say that as
Mm.
far as like inclusivity and what I
Correct.
understand it to be in, and what I
I mean,
how it
what
resonates.
was it? What was it called before? When they were required to hire a certain amount of black people or colored or people of color,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it
there
was
was
a
a law
requirement.
before. There was a
I mean, you mean
law.
for
Well,
affirmative
does
action?
anybody
Affirmative
remember?
action.
There we go.
Affirmative
Thank
action.
you. That's
Yeah.
what they're thinking about. Yeah, because
Affirmative action.
affirmative action got repealed, and I guess now was considered inclusivity, right? Is that what you're referring to,
Hmm.
Matt?
Well, no,
Flash.
I mean DEI is more about like just companies being conscious of,
Okay.
who they have in place, especially in like leadership and who represents them as a whole. Because you got a lot of companies that, if you don't got no culture there, especially a lot of shit be flying, and you don't even know half of this shit be racist sometimes. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. When you said that it's under attack, I started thinking about the election and shit, and like how they were weaponizing the word woke. Like woke is now a bad word. Woke is now this word, but we don't touch. Whenever you hear the word woke, it's like, oh, ew, like we don't want that over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has a negative connotation to a lot of the people who consider themselves conservative.
Yeah.
Mm,
So
okay.
inclusivity is the practice or policy of intentionally including people who might otherwise be excluded or marginalized. This
Okay.
includes efforts to respect, represent, and accommodate people of all backgrounds, race, gender, sexuality, ability, religion, age, socioeconomic status, etc. It's about creating environments where everyone feels valued, heard, and able to fully participate. All right, now that's the definition, right? What I think people get wrong about it is that most people tend to think of it as like tolerance, which is like passive, versus inclusion, which is active. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that come up for me when I think about this word. I think about when George Floyd was murdered, and there was a big push for all white people to be educated by us about all of our struggles and why the fuck are the black people mad that somebody get choked out on camera and people don't go to jail? Like, what's wrong with you? You know? And there was a big push for that then, but then you talk about it now, it's like that had never happened. And I also think it's really peculiar as far as like our history is not being taught to children. This is all very peculiar. It's all
Mm-hmm.
very
Mm-hmm.
suspicious, if you ask me. But that's my
Mm-hmm.
2 cents. Stepping off my
Yo,
soapbox. But yeah, that's
yo,
Yeah,
that's
no,
it.
I don't find
yo.
it suspicious at all. I think it gives us more of a push to make sure that we are the ones educating our children and our communities, however we see fit, I think that to me is exactly what I would be doing if I was a parent right now. Knowing that it's not taught in schools, okay, I'm going to make sure that I pull my child aside and say, hey, this is what Black history is all about. It puts more onus on us, in my opinion.
I think
Agreed.
we gotta make them kids like watch Amistad and shit like that again. Things that they made us watch when we was a kid. Roots, my nigga. I feel like you gotta watch. They gotta watch the series of Roots. Like I had to watch it as a kid because it was a big thing when I was a kid. Now I feel like the kids nowadays they don't watch it. So I'm like, you know what? If we sit down and watch it, you know what I'm saying? We forget Give me a Disney character. Forget Moana or whatever the hell that is. All right. Forget not Cinderella. Moana, something current, nigga. I know old shit. You dating yourself. All right.
Yo.
But
I watched that
Moana. All right. But forget all that shit. Right. We're gonna watch Roots. God damn it. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna watch Roots. You're gonna learn about your history. God damn it. All right.
Yeah, but I would even go past that. I would go way deeper than that before we were just slaves and say that that's the beginning of our history, because it's not. You know what I mean?
I know, of course not.
What would your point of reference be, TJ? What would you show him? What would you show him?
We'd be kings and
So I
queens.
would go back to when we were kings and queens in Africa.
What would you show
One
them?
of the
What would you
movies
show
that
them?
I love.
Coming to
It
America.
was a movie with Coming to- Mo.
I ain't
That
even
was
mad at
definitely
that.
sophisticated ratchet.
It was. Listen, I'm sophisticated.
I ain't
Oh
even
God.
mad. Big up yourself.
That was
Mama.
sophisticated ratchet. There was a movie that I was gonna mention that I really enjoyed,
Fucked up, buddy. I like that.
where they talked about how even in the Bible, Samson. Okay,
No,
can we go
tell us the
there?
movie. Tell us the movie. What movie?
I
was
can't
you
remember the
showing
exact
nigga?
name of the movie because this is like on the spot
Who was
type
in
of
it?
thing.
Who was in
right?
it? Who was in it?
Um,
Who was in it?
the woman from not from Scandal. She's a really good actress. I know she's dark skinned.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis, thank you.
Viola
She
Davis.
was
Okay.
in
How to Get
a
Away with Murder.
movie.
How to Get Away with Murder. That's what you talking
No.
about.
Yeah, she
How to
was
Get
from
Away
that
with
series, but she was in a
Not talking about
movie
the
where she played like Woman King. That's what it
Woman
was.
King.
Woman King.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Woman
remember
King.
that joint.
You guys remember that
Yeah,
movie? Did you
yeah,
guys see
yeah,
that?
yeah. I
That was a good
watched
movie.
it. I watched
Yeah, that
it.
was a good movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty good.
and it
It was
talked
It was a
about
good
us
movie.
being kings and queens and trading and being, not
I
just
feel like they
slaves.
don't have enough. I feel like they don't have enough slave
Yeah,
movies
even
nowadays.
Yeah,
I mean, even with
Mo,
Crown
This
Too,
was
sure, that's kind
fail.
of like kings and queens.
Mo, I like your option better, Mo. I like-
Coming to
I mean,
America.
Facts. Yo,
I loved it.
listen, they were African. They were African.
Coming to America.
What's up, part two?
That's a
You
classic
only
movie,
saw
though. I'm
part
sorry.
yeah, yo, can I say
That
something
was
about
the original.
inclusivity too?
Oh
Yo,
shit!
yo,
What's up,
yo,
Vlad?
I want to let y'all know that me, Mash, and Shake, we visited the oldest strip club in Atlanta. It was called Claremont Lounge, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about inclusivity. This strip club had women stripping. It didn't matter if
It's
you
time
was
for me
30
to
years
go, 'cause
old.
I
It
can't.
didn't matter if you was 26. It didn't matter if you was 80.
That's facts. That's facts.
No,
That's facts.
I'm promise you.
That's facts.
Like you can get up on that Coyote Ugly bar and you could just let it all hang out there. And when I tell you
Strippers
like
of
it
all
was so
generations are welcome.
yo,
Really?
it made it so real to me because like we was talking to somebody in the strip club and they was like, yeah, one of our oldest strippers just passed away like a few weeks ago, and I was sitting here like, word,
What?
and I was like, how old was she?
How
And they was
long
like,
ago
she
was
was
she
like
stripping?
80. Yeah, she was like 80
How long ago was
something.
she stripping? How
It
long
doesn't
ago was
matter
she
how long.
stripping?
I'm telling you, inclusivity.
Well,
it
no,
She died of
I wanna know
active
the
strippers.
workplace.
She died of
I
active
want to know the
strippers.
last
Facts.
time she was on
You
that
got it.
bowl.
She died of active strippers.
I'm telling you,
I can't.
like, so
I
I
feel
love
bad
lot of
for
inclusivity.
the
legends.
next generation, honestly. Like, if we're the
Why?
parents of the next generation, like, we failed to come up with, where Black people started before his, like, slavery.
No, we
really?
know that's you, nigga. You feel.
I'm gonna see you tell me, Nash,
Nigga,
where you want to
nigga,
start
feel.
teaching your kids? How about we put you on the hot seat? Where would you start?
No, nigga. Don't make my struggle your struggle, nigga.
Facts.
So I'm
Facts.
asking you to
Facts.
help me out. Help
Teach them-
out the next
well, let them
generation
watch-
if
let
I
them
made
watch
that
some-
comment
let
that
them-
was incorrect.
Let them watch the Martin Luther King speech. Let them learn about Medgar Evers. You know what I'm saying? Make them do a project for you during the summertime and talk to you about fucking civil rights. God damn it,
No,
because
that's
civil
true.
rights is mad important. It's not just slavery,
good.
civil rights. Okay?
Yeah,
It's real
I like
shit.
that.
That's the shit
Go
that was
ahead,
taught to me
Shay.
when I was a kid. All right?
Okay. No, that was a good one. I guess. Let us pray for the next generation. That's what I just said, Peg.
Yes,
feel
I
bad
agree.
for us. Well, I ain't got no
Hey,
kids, so I feel bad for y'all kids out there.
Yeah.
Y'all generation.
For
Oh,
real.
I'm praying for all the
Oh,
kids. Pray for
shit.
all the babies.
That was
Real
Make them
Yeah.
shit.
read a book. Okay.
that was
Okay,
funny.
Danny.
Throw up
God
something in the
damn.
ear for
Oh,
them.
All right,
yo.
guys. So,
All right, y'all.
do we want to do another word, or are we trying to hop off? Because it's almost
I gotta take
10:30.
I gotta
I mean,
use. I
I
gotta
wait,
go.
hold on. I just pick one more good word. One more good word.
All right, come
We
on,
got a
come on. I
few.
got
One
it. I
more,
got it. Pick a
and
word.
then that's it.
Pick a
Then
word.
we
All right,
end
so
at
all right,
10:30.
so
All
hold
right.
on. So I'm gonna let y'all know the rest of the words that we had real quick. We got crash out,
Okay.
manipulative,
Uh huh.
criticism.
Oh, sorry. I got another slide for inclusivity.
Oh, is this one right
Sorry.
here?
It's the next follower slide, and it's actually a video. Let's watch it.
Watch yourself. Watch
Okay.
yourself, Mash. Go ahead.
So hold on. This is the video he's talking about, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it doesn't no sound.
Yeah,
I don't know if
nigga,
it
she
do.
looked
I
like
can't
my
hear nothing.
sister, bro. She looked like my sister. She looked like somebody that's related to me.
So
She's
yeah,
thick.
so I wanted to include this because this is a statue that was erected in Times Square. It's a 12-foot bronze statue of a black woman called "Grounded in the Stars" by Thomas J. Prince, right? And this sculpture is
Can you
sparking
get
a
it
lot of
back?
conversation, right? And one of the things
Mm-hmm.
about the sculpture that initially caught my eye is that it was supposed to represent inclusivity. And I thought, sure, why not? But then I looked closer at the image and I thought to myself, I don't really feel included by looking at this image. I mean, I feel like that does look like a lot of the typical people that I see, but I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the image itself, you know? But that's just
You,
me.
you mean like the statue of her itself? Like
What would have made
you
you
ain't a
like
fan of
this
it?
image better?
Yeah. Would
If
have
she wasn't
made you
if she
like it
wasn't
better.
overweight, if she wasn't overweight,
That's
Fuck.
why
I
it's
would
So
like to
here's the
know if
inclusivity
she
thing.
because
wasn't
So
if you
overweight.
here
said that she's overweight, they don't get included in things and they don't get showcased because of their
they
weight.
don't
That's
get
exactly why they
included.
put that
Yeah,
statue up.
Hey,
They
you
don't get
asked
exactly.
me a
included. That's
question,
And
it.
right?
I'm
You
gonna be
asked me a
honest
People
with
like
you.
question.
you,
You asked
She
me
what
a
I'm
looked like my
answering for
question.
you,
sister.
Mash, you just people like you is why that statue is there because
Facts.
they're not included if they just said the lady was overweight.
Facts. Yes.
That's
All
exactly
right.
why they put that
Exactly.
sso there because
All
of
right.
inclusivity.
Exactly.
Okay.
To remind you,
So
Exactly.
you not the
she might be
you not the
overweight. She hold on. She might be overweight,
And
but
why
I know
she's
plenty of
overweight?
big
Why is she
girls who
not
could
thick?
dress.
Why can't she be thick?
I know plenty of big girls who could dress, and she not giving she could dress. All right.
She
So
can't
I
wear a
understand.
t-shirt.
I
Why she?
understand. I understand that big girls could
yo.
be
You
big,
broke Danny
but big
hard.
girls are
Nigga, she
also
look
cute
like she
too.
going to work,
She
my
don't look
nigga.
cute.
She
She look big
she
and
look like she
uncute.
going to work.
I,
She look like she
I,
going to work. I see chicks like that look like they that go to work every day. They look just
She
like
look
that,
like
bro.
a
You know what I'm
dental
saying?
assistant.
What she need a
She
pantsuit on it?
she's cleaned somebody's suit. She's like a nurse's aide. Like that's what she looked like to me. I
I
feel
like
like
it.
all in all, she ain't got no swag. All right, you could be a big girl and be cute, and
You know
she don't
what?
give it.
You know what, Mash? I feel like we see too much like statues of white dudes
Absolutely.
riding horses and you know all that other
Facts.
shit. I'm okay with this. I'll be honest with you. I think it's
I like
giving
it
like
too.
black culture, and I love it
I
because
do too.
I mean, have you seen Dwayne Wade statue? Like that shit.
Cola said she an average single mother. Y'all ain't gonna give me shit,
Facts.
but Cola
Facts.
Yeah,
Average
don't even
facts.
post that comment either. This is horrible that it came
You're
from a
talking
woman to
about
say
me?
that too.
You're talking
Yeah,
about
that
me?
comment came from
I
a
think she looked
woman.
like
Oh
my
my God,
sister.
Kola.
She looked like my sister.
Well, Shake said she
Thank
You
you,
know
liked
what I'm
it.
Cola.
saying? Like
Thank you, Cola.
Well,
facts.
I
I
know I'm
will
not
say
alone here.
this. I agree with Flash. I will say, we see so many
I love you,
statues
Danny.
of, white people on horses and all types of stuff. So I'm happy to see a beautiful black statue
Regular
of
degular.
someone that's there to represent inclusivity and the
Regular
Is
black
it a
degular.
beautiful
woman.
black statue?
So
Is she beautiful?
She looked
I
like a
think
I mean,
chick
she's
from the Bronx.
beautiful. Yeah, I think
You
beauty's
think
in the
she's
eye of the
beautiful?
beholder. And for me, I do feel like it's beautiful that, that they
Mhm.
chose to create something of a black tone, right? To
And they gave
represent
her
us.
braids. And they gave her braids. Facts.
I think it's sister locks.
Is it
It's not
braids?
sister locks.
Oh.
I can't
Now
tell.
those
I mean,
braids, my nigga.
I can't
Those
tell.
braids. Those braids. That's a
now we
weave
trying
for
to see
sure.
what the
I know a
black girl
weave when I see
hairstyle
one.
is, which
I
that
know a
doesn't
weave
matter
when I
either.
see
But
one.
okay.
I know
Yo, she
we
mad
would.
frumpy, and I don't
I
care
think
what none
I'm
of
just
y'all
mad
Mash
say.
would have
Mash
been
answered his
happy.
own
She
question.
mad frumpy, and I don't care. I can take it. She
You
mad
ain't.
frumpy, and it's
Wow.
it's whack that y'all think it's okay for her to have no swag. Like y'all
I like that.
100% okay with you, like a no critiques
I
because
like
she a
that.
big
I
girl.
like-
Now y'all get her to say.
I mean, what you
But
want?
that's
You want
the
hula
point
hoop
of it.
energy?
I'm taking a picture
But
with
to
her.
me,
I'm gonna take a picture with her.
but me too.
You
But
know
that
what's
to
fucked
Mash,
up?
that's the
You know what's
point.
fucked
That's the
up?
point of
Niggas always
inclusivity.
got
Why does she have
feedback
to
for
have?
everything else, but not
No,
that.
I'm giving you feedback right now. That's the
Give it
point.
to me.
If she had swag and she had all of that, that's the norm. Inclusivity is when you're not of the norm, and you're inclusive. They're trying to include you in things that are not normalized, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not normalized. That's why it's. That's why
And
she's
plus
the
you
statue.
and plus you got to think how much white people this is going to piss off. So you got to
Exactly.
just like let that energy simmer for a little bit. Let them eat this up. Let them be mad.
Ain't no white person gonna be jealous of this. Ain't no white person
woke
gonna
shit.
see this and be
This
like,
woke
"Oh, they
shit.
got us. They got one on us, guys." Ain't no white person gonna see that to this shit.
I'm just
This
saying.
woke shit. They gonna be mad upset. They gonna be mad upset every time they come out to Times Square. They gonna be upset about it. I get that, Flash. I'm with you.
Mhm. Exactly.
Too late, Cola. You on my team.
No, Cola was saying that as if
Too
it
late,
represents
baby
herself,
girl.
like a mother, like a single mother in a sense. I guess that's what she's saying. She's a representation of who she is.
So
That's crazy. How y'all
Cola's
call
saying
that?
that it's a
How
good
y'all-
statue.
How y'all call that big girl?
Yeah.
How y'all call that big girl a single mother? Why she just can't be big? Why she just
Well,
can't be big?
but
Why
no,
y'all
I
make
don't
if
her
you
even
look
see
at
her
Cole,
as
what she
big.
look
She might
like,
even be
though.
the average size
yeah,
of a
she's
woman.
not big. That's what I'm saying. She's
to be
thick to me.
honest with
That, to
you.
me, she's
Right.
not
I
think
overweight.
she's
Like,
thick
Wow.
too.
Which is an
Wow.
average
To me.
size
Yeah,
woman.
Stereotypes
she look
thick.
thick.
all
She
over
look
the
like
place.
the average.
she's thick.
The
Stereotypes
average.
all over the
She look like
place. She
the
smoke
average
crack too.
middle-aged
Shake,
woman.
smoke crack too. Shake. She smoke crack too.
Wow.
Shake,
All
she
right, we
smoke
gotta
crack.
kick Mash off the live, bro. We
Kick
I'm
gotta
Mash
asking.
off the line.
Facts.
You
I
got the
don't
crack
want to mute his
radar,
mic.
Judge
I don't want to
Mathis.
mute
Get
his
rid of
mic.
Tell
him.
me, tell me, she smoke crack too.
To me, the biggest thing to take out of this, and
Get him out of
partially, and it's kind of what Flash said, is that it's a black person in the middle of Times Square, and to me, that's a win.
That's big.
Period.
That's a fact.
That's big.
I agree.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
talk
I
about
agree.
that. There we go.
So
Thank you for that,
That's a
Mom.
fact.
Thank you for that.
yes,
Ashe.
Fuck
Ashe,
that.
Ashe.
What does it matter? I guess.
Exactly. Why you want to call a lady overweight? Lord, please.
You leave my thick women alone, my thick queens. I see you,
Facts.
baby.
Facts. That point. That point,
Let's
Finn.
raise the
That
bar
point,
here,
All right,
Finn.
Finn.
Let's raise the
guys.
bar here. Let's not settle.
And she
Let's
probably
not
got a
settle.
donkey back there for all you know. You didn't even see the back of the statue. But whatever.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh yeah, we didn't even see the back of the statue, bro.
Look at you. Now look. Now a black woman getting sexualized too, right? No, we not
I
saying
didn't
nothing
say
about
nothing.
that.
I said
We not saying
I
nothing
said what I
about that.
said.
You want to see
I
the
said
back
she
of it?
thick.
Y'all niggas quiet
I
now.
said she
Okay.
thick. I said she thick.
Whatever. She thick.
Yo, Flash. Did you got the video of Faith that I put in the room? Did you happen to take a look at it?
I don't know. Nah, I don't think so.
Okay,
Anyway.
all right, forget it then.
All right,
I want you
y'all.
to play it real
Okay,
quick.
guys. All right. Well,
Great
thank
time.
you guys for
All right.
hanging out with us tonight.
Facts.
We'll try to give you guys some more notice next time we go live, but we love when you're with us. Thank you guys for tuning in. And shout out to all the winners. The episode is still out right now. Life Be Lifing. Get you a life coach if you have some goals that you want to
Yes.
accomplish. But even better news, we have new episodes coming out every week, guys. The new episode out right now is actually embarrassment. Have you been embarrassed by a partner before? Yeah, well, that's what this episode is about, okay? Going to a concert and actually having your partner embarrass you. So let me know if you could relate. Make sure you listen to that episode. It's a goodie. And check us out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Congrats to all the winners. Have a great night,
Facts.
guys.
Good
Yo,
night,
big up
guys.
yourself. Big up on yourself. Good.
Night, y'all.
All right.
Big
Night,
up
gang.
yourself.
Good night.